Hi, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is Real Living. This is probably one of the most powerful pieces of advice I'm ever going to give. Let me read it to you. And it simply goes this way, and I'll put my cheaters on and look at my computer. It says this: every father should remember that one day his son will follow his example instead of his advice. So I'm telling you, Dad, what you do and how you live is so very, very vital and important. You need to be a role model and an example. And the best way that you can do that is, first of all, be a man of prayer. That means that your children should see you praying for them every single day. My children would often come out on mornings, and they would come out, they're kind of looking. I remember one time my son Ryan was about 10 years old, and he came out there, and there I was in my rocking chair praying, and he looked and said, "You praying for me, Dad?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Thanks, Dad." And he went back. And those were the times and examples where I asked my children one time, I said, "Kids, what was the one quality that you found consistent in my life?" And they said, without any hesitation, "Dad, your prayer life. You were always praying." And even today, they see that as one of the stabilities of their lives. That they know. They call me up all the time. They say, "Dad, I'm in a situation. Would you mind praying?" And I said, "Not only will I pray for you later, but I'll pray with you right now." And it brings peace and stability to their hearts. So, Dad, be an example. Be an example in prayer. Be an example in the Word. Have daily devotions. Voddie Baucham tells of a story where he was in college, and one of his friends and him were coming, and they were getting ready to go to football practice. And his friend came out and said, "We're going to be a little late." He says, "What do you mean by a little late?" He says, "Well, my family has family devotions, and we made a commitment that whenever we came home and family devotions were happening, we would stay." And so Voddie said that had an impact on him, because he actually met a family that followed through with not only prayer, but the Word. Also, gentlemen, you need to be men who are consistent in honesty, in integrity. When you make a promise, you follow through. When you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You show the consistency in the way that you treat your spouse, the way that you treat people around you. When you are consistent and a godly man, your children, your sons especially, are going to follow that advice. If you're disruptive and harsh and mean and all those things, you're actually going to raise children just like that. They are looking for role models and mentors. The only thing that can help you and them, of course, is a relationship with God, because He's the one, and the Word of God can help you through this. But remember this: your sons will not follow your advice. They'll follow your example. So what kind of example are you setting for them? If you have young children, think about that right away. And if you have children that are older, you can still show that by example. It all starts with, of course, with prayer, asking God to show you how to do this. And He will show you. My name is Robert Dean Steele. You have yourself a great and godly day.